Life is full of trials. No one is exempt from hardship, struggle, or suffering. The question is not if trials will come, but when and how we will respond to them. As believers, we are called to face these challenges with faith, endurance, and trust in God. The Bible is rich with examples of individuals who encountered adversity yet emerged victorious through God's grace and power. Amos 1:4 tells us, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds." Because you face trials of many kinds, know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Trials are not arbitrary or meaningless. They are divinely designed to refine us, strengthen our faith, and prepare us for greater things. Yet, in Genesis 50:20, he declares, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." Trials often serve as a setup for a greater purpose. One of the most profound stories of faith in adversity is found in Job. Satan challenges Job's faith, asserting that he only serves God because of his blessings. Job 1:9-11. When Job loses everything, his wealth, health, and family, his response is astonishing. "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." Job 21. Trials tests whether our faith is genuine. They force us to rely on God rather than our own strength. Paul echoes this in 2 Corinthians 12:9 when he shares God's words. "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." God allows difficulties to strip away self-reliance so that we might trust him completely. The Bible does not call us to be passive in the face of trials. Faith is not about sitting idly, but about pressing forward in obedience and trust. David, facing Goliath, did not shrink back in fear, but declared, "The battle is the Lord's." 1 Samuel 17:47, and acted with courage. When Daniel was thrown into the lion's den, he continued to pray and trust in God. Daniel 6:10. When Peter was in prison, the church interceded fervently, and God sent an angel to deliver him. Acts 12:5-7. Faith demands action, prayer, perseverance, and courage in the face of trial. Ephesians 6:13 instructs us, "Put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. And after you have done everything, to stand." God does not always remove the storm, but he walks with us through it. The 3 Hebrew boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, were not spared from the fiery furnace, but God was with them in it. Daniel 3:25. When Paul and Silas were in prison, they chose to worship, and God responded by shaking the foundations of their captivity. Acts 16:25-26. Psalm 34:19 reminds us, "The righteous person may have many troubles, but the Lord delivers him from them all." Deliverance comes in different ways. Sometimes through supernatural intervention, other times through endurance and transformation. The key is trusting in God's perfect timing and will. Romans 8:18 offers a powerful truth. "I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us." Trials are temporary. God's promises are eternal. Paul, who suffered shipwrecks, beatings, and imprisonments, could still declare, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. 2 Timothy 4:7. Our trials are part of a larger narrative, one where God is refining us, preparing us, and ultimately leading us to victory. Conclusion: walking in victory trials are inevitable, but defeat is not. As believers, we can overcome by recognizing that trials have a divine purpose, trusting God in the midst of adversity, taking faith-driven action, believing God's deliverance and sovereignty, keeping an eternal perspective. Jesus said in John 16:33, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. Our victory is secured in Christ. No trial, no storm, no fire is too great for the God we serve. Keep the faith, stand firm, and watch God work in your trials.